There we go.
Yes, we're here.
Yes, indeed.
Hello, world.
Here she is, boys. Here
Calling-
she is, world.
Calling Barranca.
Here's
Calling Barranca.
Maltins. Here's the Maltins.
Greetings, one and all. I hope there's more than one. And all.
That's funny. That's a funny one.
Made you chuckle.
I did.
It made
did.
you chuckle.
It worked.
But not chortle.
Well, the
You
lack
didn't
of
chortle.
sleep means that there's not going to be a lot of chortling today.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
you know,
I hear
do
that.
what you can do.
I hear that.
I hear that. Didn't want to hear that, but I heard that.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Hang on. Are we working?
Oh,
Yes, we're working.
Nick says hi-ho.
Hi-ho, Nick.
Greetings
from Kansas City. I know,
Yeah.
Brigitte Bardot. That's not how she spells her name, though, Quentin. It is a bit more complicated. She adds the whole bunch of
French spelling.
other letters in there.
Brigitte.
Brigitte, if you will. And if you won't. Good afternoon, Leonard and Jesse. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Josh. Hi, Johnny. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Matt. Hello, everybody. Hello, one and also all.
Hope you all had a nice Christmas.
Yeah.
We did.
Or as you now have to say, to those who celebrated. Just in case. To those who celebrate. To those who don't. Sucks to suck. Yeah.
And we had a nice Hanukkah, and my granddaughter, her daughter, Daisy,
Which is how that works, if you didn't know.
really enjoyed, I think, lighting the Hanukkah candle and the gifts too, of course.
My child enjoyed the gifts.
The gifts more than anything. That's why I got cheated.
I could lie to you and tell you that my child understood the meaning of Christmas and Hanukkah. She really liked the gifts. Hang on, let's see. Yep, it looks like we're working on all the things.
All the things?
Hooray for that.
All the platforms.
All the various platforms we choose to platform in. Hooray. Oh my. So yes, hello everybody.
Hi.
Hello in Philo, Illinois.
Hi.
Fate just love throwing curveball at the end of the year. They sure do. Hi, Maltin fam. Hi, Nikki. Hello, my friend. I got to learn something that I think is so incredibly cool. I don't have them with me to show you because I didn't think about it and my brain's not working. But my friend Nikki visited from Israel and I got to learn something really, really neat about dreidels, which is not a sentence I thought I would say to you today. So regular dreidels have 4 Hebrew letters on them, and it signifies a miracle happened there. But when you get a dreidel from Israel, the letters are different because it signifies a miracle happened here. And so there's a different letter on it. And I'd never seen that before. And she was kind enough to bring dreidels for my daughter. And I have just been telling absolutely everyone that I can get in the general vicinity of about it because I just think it's so cool. I never knew that. And now I do. And now you do. You're welcome. Okay. Ken's got a list of my top 10 favorites. Ballad of Wallace Island, Caught Stealing, House of Dynamite, How to Train Your Dragon, Marty Supreme, Predator, Sinners.
Predator: Badlands.
Yes. Well, Sisu Road to Revenge. Spinal Tap number 2, The End Continues, Wake Up Dead Man, A Knives Out Mystery. It's a list.
I agree with some of those.
Yeah, is a list. Yes, Bosley Crowther in the New York Times called Bardot undeniably a creation of superlative craftsmanship. That sounds exactly like something that Bosley Crowther would say. P.S. I don't know why we don't have names like that anymore. Now we have like Blanket and Apple, but Bosley Crowther is a fantastic name.
It's an imposing name.
Like you have to do something with that name. You know what I mean? You can't just live. You got to do something because it's just too much. Ryan says, I had a good Christmas. I got the great Fantasia Worlds to Conquer book by J.B. Kaufman, which you recommended on your website. That's great.
That's a hell of a book.
Please give our love to your parents, Ryan. Nick saw Zootopia 2 at the theater. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Victoria says, I can't feel terribly sad for Brigitte Bardot dying. She lived exactly the life she could want. She was pretty and it got her far in life. She was also very interesting. Reading about her
so, yeah.
and learning about her, it's pretty, yeah, it's quite a life. She also unfortunately tried to take her life a lot, which I didn't know. And my friend Josh told me, man, oh man. But it is incredible when you are entered into pop culture and her images, though many would not even know her name if you're looking at the younger generations, there are certain images that are so key. And it's yet another thing where, like, there's posters of her at Urban Outfitters and they don't know who the hell she is, but there's posters of her, which is fascinating. Yeah, Josh is saying Critics' Choice is in a week, which is nuts. I really can't believe that. We will not be with you here next Sunday because we will be at the Critics' Choice Awards, because somehow next Sunday is January 4th.
I don't get it.
I don't know how that's possible, but it is.
Does not compute.
No, I can't for the life of me. It's really, I say, I don't know how it's almost 2026. I really don't know. But apparently, according to calendars, that is where we're at. I recently read Jim wanted Brigitte to be on the Muppet Show. I wouldn't doubt that. Everybody else was on the Muppet Show. Why not them? I'm trying to, as I say, whenever you try to think of all the stuff you've watched for the year, but also towards the end of the year, it just really becomes a blur after a bit.
Well, here's films that opened on Christmas Day.
Yes.
Two in particular that I want to talk about. Song Sung Blue, which we plugged last week also. Mm-hmm. Song Sung Blue with Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson in rare form, both of them. But Hugh Jackman, we know,
is a performer.
Is a great performer. Not necessarily Kate Hudson, because she's...
Well, no, as I say, you don't know. A lot of people are aware because of her social presence. She sings a lot. She dances. She does all this sort of stuff. So some don't know. Some are more familiar.
Not from her movies.
True.
Put it that way.
Yeah.
From her movie work.
Yeah.
She has star quality. It's one way of saying it.
Yeah.
And it shines through in this movie, which is based on not only a true story, but based on a real couple who was the subject of a documentary
of the same name.
Yeah.
And my dad has his review up on the website on leonardmaltin.com. Yep. And you can see it there. Yes, Josh's 9 is forgotten. Exactly. Yeah. She done sung and done danced before. Yeah. But again, not something that a lot of people are super familiar with. And the other film that
Marty Supreme. Yes.
Yeah.
The Coral.
The Coral is the other one he's got on the website right now.
Ralph Fiennes, always worth watching. That's the best compliment I could pay him, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
He is always worth watching. He also has pretty good taste.
Maybe not in Made in Manhattan. I can't lie to you. Very strange role for him in Made in Manhattan.
Yes.
Why do I know that? Because Made in Manhattan was on TV a lot when I wasn't well, and I watched it a bunch. Kind of just kept appearing in front of me. Not a terrible movie, but very strange to have Ralph Fiennes sort of playing a romantic lead opposite Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
Not casting I saw coming, let's put it that way.
Was he playing American in that?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but here we are.
Now, another new one is Marty Supreme.
Yes.
Which I've not yet written a review of. But which is one of the best films of the year, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinions as well. It's a film by Josh Safdie of the Safdie brothers. It's the first film he's made without his brother. And it stars Timothée Chalamet and Gwyneth Paltrow. It's an extreme movie. The Safdies deal in extremes. Extreme emotions, extreme situations. If you saw Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler, you know what I'm talking about. And this is a film too that really, like a ping pong ball, bounces around rather rapidly, and but it's really good. It's really good. It creates its own universe. It takes place, it starts in New York, 1952. All right. He works as a shoe salesman in a shoe store. Now, I don't know who the prop master is on this movie, but you just believe you're there. And I was alive in the 50s in New York City. And I mean, I bought it 100%. It's just extraordinary to recreate a time and place so realistically. Not everything in the films is that realistic. A lot of it is quite fanciful. But that opening, and he goes out of the store onto the street. How'd they do that?
Now, the side of it that fascinates me and my friend Josh, Josh is my daily companion for all things pop culture, current, anything going on, film and TV, and also the world. And he and I have been mesmerized by the campaign for Marty Supreme. Why? Because you never know what pushing a film to a certain degree is going to do. First, you have the issue of the way they're pushing it. You don't even know what the movie is or is about.
They want to keep that. They want to keep that obscure.
So what you're seeing is just a hell of a lot of Timothée Chalamet going out doing literally everything, every interview, every place you can imagine. They've just done a video of him on top of the Sphere in Las Vegas. He's attached to it, and slowly they pan out until you see the Sphere has turned into a ping pong ball. Now, is this going to make you see the movie? I don't know.
Well, you may talk about it to a friend.
You may. I don't know if you talking about that is going to make you see the movie.
Right.
But he has come out, because this has also been part of it. He has come out. I don't know if you remember, but with all the stuff happening for the Bob Dylan movie.
Yeah.
Last year, Complete Unknown. Or last year, the year before, I don't know time anymore. He got into some trouble because he talks very openly about how hard he works and how good he thinks he is. Now, he will say that he thinks it's important when you put in the kind of work that they put in. It's important to celebrate yourself and to talk about being proud of yourself. And I don't disagree with that. But at a certain point, how much do you need to tell people how good you are? Especially because he's still young. So with this movie, he did a thing, and he said this. He said, I've been putting out incredible performances year after year after year, and people's response has just been like, "Cool, that's nice for you to tell us how great you are. That's great." So as I say, it will be interesting to see if he continues this for January, February into March, when the Oscars are going to happen. Will people not vote for him because they want to punch him in the face? Or will they say, you know what, man, good for you, and they vote for him? So I'll be very interested as we all talk over the next few months to see what we think and how it's all going. Erica says, happy holidays to you. Have you seen Made for Each Other with Renee Taylor? I've seen it dozens of times. I look forward to seeing it more. I haven't. You have?
Well, when I married your mother, she was in love with that movie.
Okay.
And she used to quote it. It's witty, it's pithy, it's trenchant. That's a line of dialogue. And but it never came. I don't believe it ever was properly released on home video. So,
well, I'm guessing if I go 1 second, come back.
But we saw Renee Taylor last week.
Yes, Eric is saying I've seen it dozens of times. So I wonder, do you own a copy of it?
Renee Taylor said it's on YouTube.
Oh, well, there you go. Yes, we did we got to meet Renee Taylor, and I will tell you now, it's been one of the best. The fact that in a row we met Carol Burnett into Renee Taylor and Lainey Kazan, pretty sure I can die a happy person, because that was an amazing trifecta at the same time. Hi, Mud. Yeah, that was interesting. Victoria says, "Call Me by Your Name is pretentious. He really needs to be a little less narcissistic." Well, that's what I mean. Is it going to work for him? Talking about Timothy Chalamet, that he really thinks highly of himself. I mean, he is very good. He is a very talented actor.
Guy.
So at least he has that going for him. At least he's not a terrible actor telling you how great
but
he
is.
I
agree with your assessment of Call Me by Your Name.
Oh God, we hate Call Me by Your Name. God, do I hate Call Me by Your Name?
Hate is
I hate
such a
it so.
strong word.
No, but it's accurate. it's a heart, but it is accurate. I told you, my dad and I watched it here at home, just the two of us, because he needed to see it to be able to do all the voting and everything. And halfway through, we turned to each other and I said, "I swear to God, if they go swimming one more time," I was just so bored. But everybody can like what they like.
I like Luca Guadagnino's previous film, A Bigger Splash.
Yeah, that's one of your favorite, and it is. It's very good. Great cast.
And Ray Fiennes again.
Yep. When in doubt, Ray Fiennes. Joe says, "Your book, The Great Movie Comedians, is one of my all-time favorites. So I wonder if you updated it, would you add anybody else? I tend to think maybe not."
You think right.
I mean, I think if you were going to add to it, the only way to do, because there haven't been, you have Mad TV, you have SNL, and there was a point with both of those shows that you had some of the funniest human beings on television.
On SCTV, don't forget.
And SCTV. Yes, Kids in the Hall,
right,
and all of that. So I think it would just be a very different kind of book, because you're moving away from comedy teams who, were in these films and made all these things over and over again as certain characters. And you're moving into, as I say, SNL, Mad TV, SCTV,
which took the place collectively of vaudeville.
Yeah.
Vaudeville was the hatching ground, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it was.
For a generation, 2 generations of performers, comedians, from Buster Keaton, who started in vaudeville with his family, to Bob Hope. And then came television, which television and nightclubs. I'll lump them together. That's where Woody Allen got his start. And Mike Nichols and Elaine May and people like that who went on to film careers, though not performing so much. But Steve Martin.
No, I say there's a list, people who were on Johnny Carson regularly, people who appeared regularly, became someone's favorite. I mean, you have someone like Joan, help me.
Rivers.
Thank you. Joan Rivers, who, and again, this is interesting generationally, because most younger people will not have ever seen the Johnny Carson performances, the various late night show performances. And when you go back, so we're meeting Joan Rivers, we're meeting Rodney Dangerfield at a different time in their lives and careers. When you go back and watch them, and this is where YouTube is a great thing. Oh my God. Like I always liked Rodney Dangerfield. I always thought he was funny, but I forget which one of your friends said to me, you have to go back and watch him on the talk shows.
Right. He's overpowering.
He's overpowering. Funny. And Joan Rivers was hysterically funny.
Yes.
So again, it's a whole thing.
And it's not just the lines that they're the jokes.
No. It's the delivery of it and how they do the whole thing.
And how they create a persona. How they created a persona for themselves.
Yeah.
That made those jokes seamless.
Yeah.
Organic is the word. Organic.
And it's funny because when she started doing stuff, like when she was on E! Doing Fashion Police, she would get in trouble for the things she'd say. And you kind of have to, again, remind people that she comes from a time where people were not offended in the way that people are now. You could say anything, because it's sort of the idea that nothing is off limits.
Yeah.
And if nothing is off limits and nothing is being said maliciously, everything is funny and ridiculous. And that's kind of how I look at humor, is when I see someone who just universally makes fun of absolutely everything, I go, yeah, that's because everything can be funny. It's just a matter of what you're sensitive to. And again, nowadays people are really sensitive to a lot. So I think it's harder.
It must be very tough.
Oh, I can't.
It must be very tough to write comedy today.
Well, yeah, I mean, like
on the one hand, certain subjects lend themselves so easily to satire and commentary.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you don't want to step on certain toes.
No.
You certainly don't want to upset anybody.
Yeah. Though I will say, Jeffrey Ross, who has become the roast master general, Jeff is very funny. And part of what makes him funny is he's very smart. As a lot of those comedians, where they're very intelligent, and that's part of the comedy. And, you know, one of his things is that no holds barred.
Mm-hmm.
He says whatever he's going to say. So when you watch some of the specials he's done, like when he went to prisons and roasted people in the prisons, it was amazing because, again, it was the idea that everything was up for grabs.
Right.
And so part of what is so funny is he's in front of this person making this joke. And everyone's laughing because they've all sort of got the mindset of, oh, okay, we're going for everything. We're making fun of everyone.
Do you remember the night we went to some bogus awards event, and Don Rickles was presenting an award to, I think, Andrew Stanton from Pixar.
Yeah.
And he went off book, as they say, off script. And
crying. And I think that was the Hollywood Awards. I think that's where that was.
Yeah. He was just, he was sputteringly funny.
Yeah.
Just
please stay up there. Forget the rest of this thing. Just keep going.
Exactly.
So funny.
Oh, yeah.
So funny. Robin Williams. Well, yes, again.
Yes, another good candidate.
But again, talk about intelligent. He was so smart.
He was brilliant.
And he could just, because again, this is the other thing that's always interesting, right? Is some people are not funny in person.
Yeah.
Some people are not natural entertainers in that way. Other people, it's just who they are. And Robin Williams was one of those people where he really liked making you laugh.
Yeah.
And he really liked, getting a reaction.
Right.
And so
he could be serious too.
Oh no, he was no. But I mean, like when we always tell my parents were at some event and my mom turned around and thought he was a waiter and asked him a question, and he just started riffing to my mom. And it's
an audience of one,
but he was just being silly and funny. And, it's like, yeah.
The first time I interviewed him was for the movie Awakenings, which is a film I still like with Robert De Niro, where story of late Dr. Oliver Sacks, really good movie directed by Penny Marshall. And at the time, Entertainment Tonight had they're going through a phase, many phases.
Mm-hmm.
This phase was start the camera rolling as the interview subject walks in the hotel room where you're shooting.
Yeah.
So and they warned, the actor.
They knew it was coming.
Yeah, they knew it was coming. Well, he started doing shtick from the moment he walked in the room to the moment then he sat down and it was mic'd up, and we got ready and I did the interview. And Awakenings is a serious movie, and he's very good in it. He managed to be hilariously funny, and then when talking about the movie,
take it seriously.
And give good answers, good intelligent answers, thoughtful answers, and then be funny again. And when we said our time's up, or if somebody told us our time was up, be funny is saying goodbye and leaving the room. I called my boss at the time and I said, you should just run the whole tape. Run this 20-minute tape intact. And I'd never felt that before or since. He was exceptional, though. He was an exceptional.
Yeah, he was something really special.
Human being.
Kevin says, Leonard, I thought of you when TCM aired a Christmas-themed Charlie Chase short a few days ago.
A silent short called There Ain't No Santa Claus. Or There Ain't No Santy Claus, maybe.
Sanity Claus. Yes, as you know, Charlie Chase, my dad loves his Charlie Chase. This is a really good question. Doug says, who is the best Ebenezer Scrooge?
Well, even in this household, there's competition for that answer. My wife will tell you it's Alastair Sim
She will kill
in the
you
1951
and tell you
movie,
that it's Alastair
which in
Sim.
England was called Scrooge,
Mm.
and here it's called A Christmas Carol. It's a superb performance, superb, in a really exceptionally good film.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot be faulted in any way. But I like Michael Caine in The Muppet Christmas Carol. I like Mr. Magoo in the animated Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol. I like Mickey's Christmas Carol with Mickey Mouse and all of his gang. George C. Scott in a 70s version of it. You can't spoil that movie. Reginald Owen in the 1938 MGM movie.
And I don't like any of them because I find it really depressing. So,
so we're going to go with Alastair Sim as our answer.
Yeah.
Consider that a default answer. It's just automatic.
Arthur says, "Hey, Leonard, I'm sure you were one of the millions of people who saw All in the Family when originally aired on CBS.
You bet.
What was your favorite episode that specifically focused on the Mike Meathead Stivic character?
I don't have...
Which was Rob Reiner's character.
I don't have specific memories of episodes. I remember moments sometimes when Sammy Davis Jr. kissed Archie on the cheek, things like that, because that's been repurposed and shown over and over again.
Yeah, is a whole thing. Do you think SNL will survive without Lorne? You know, SNL has somehow managed to survive this long, and I'm not really sure how. So, I mean, I think what's pretty fascinating at this point with SNL is that there are enough moments that make things work. And, you know, so what sort of happens is SNL really relies on a skit going viral, which again is funny because that was never a thing before. But between YouTube and TikTok and all the rest of it, you know, they do a sketch and it goes viral and suddenly it is being played absolutely everywhere. Everyone's hearing it. People are referencing it. One of the most recent ones of that was called Domingo. It was a Domingo sketch, and it's Marcelo and Hernandez and Ariana Grande was the host on that episode. And it went absolutely viral. People were quoting it. It was a whole thing. And it's really interesting because then there's a whole bunch that get nothing. There's a whole lot that get absolutely nothing. So it must do well enough that it's still on. But, you know, it's interesting. And I think part of that really is the fact that they do still have all these different hosts.
Yeah.
And, you know, that can bring in the audience,
right.
But also the fact that studios still very clearly rely on putting somebody onto SNL to promote something.
Great promotional platform.
You know, both the musicians. And again, if someone does a great musical performance, that might get out into the world. And people will say, oh my gosh, that was incredible. Things like that. So yeah, you know, as I say, Ariana Grande, they've had her host a ridiculous number of times. They just had her host again. And in her case, depending on what's going on, she will sometimes be the musical guest and the host. So again, they must feel that it is worth it to have her do that. That must sell tickets, whether it's to Wicked or to her album or anything else. But yeah, I get that. A bunch of people are talking about Albert Finney. Yes.
In the musical Scrooge.
Yeah.
Albert Finney's one of the great actors of the 20th century. No argument there.
Sorry, 1 second. There you go. Come back to me. Here it is. James says, hi, Leonard and Jesse from Australia. Hi, or do we go? Hi. I got the new Tom and Jerry Blu-ray for Christmas. Congratulations. Not perfect, but still the best release these cartoons have ever had.
Yes. And past time, about time, I was going to say. Overdue. That's the word I'm looking for. They're long overdue.
Yeah.
For this kind of treatment on Blu-ray.
Again, pop culture. It is amazing that so much stuff still gets, they still have merch. Tom and Jerry merch is still very much a thing. And again, you have to wonder why. Not because we love them, But do people even recognize what it is? Or is it just sort of like people like the characters visually and that's why they keep making stuff? It's like we talked about Betty Boop. Betty Boop became visually a symbol and people love that, and merch and stickers on cars and all these things. But
The Broadway musical didn't last, though.
it didn't. Though people who saw it liked it.
Yeah.
Boyfriend did not think it was going to last.
Oh.
Boyfriend told me that he was surprised it even went on because he thought it was going to go real quick.
Oh.
If you Boyfriend, one of my very best friends, who I lovingly call Boyfriend, he is a producer on Broadway, and it's always interesting to hear what he's experiencing, what he's working on. And because he's seeing things so much more than anybody else that I know, it's neat to sort of get to hear his take. Leonard, did you see Is This Thing On?
I did.
No?
No, it's an almost. It's almost good. It's almost interesting, but it really not. And Bradley Cooper cast himself as kind of the second lead to
Laura Dern and Will Arnett.
Will Arnett. I just don't think it comes off.
Didn't work?
No.
There you go.
I like all those people, but...
Yeah. Did you see it, Craig? And did you like it? Do you think the Muppets will put in today's hottest stars like Hugh Jackman on the new Muppet Show?
I'd like to hope so.
I would think. I mean, Sesame Street, it's pretty incredible to watch Sesame Street because they still get everybody. Why? It's Sesame Street. Obviously with cuts, I don't know what's going to happen on that front. But, it's like I think that when something like the Muppets or Sesame Street, anything, it's been on for so long and it's beloved, people love doing it. Who doesn't want to be on with the Muppets? I mean, really, who doesn't want to be on with the Muppets?
Also, there was a situation where they were obliged to shoot it in London, all 5 seasons, working for Sir Lou Grade. And so it was not just that they were on the Muppet Show, but they were being flown to London, treated royally, no pun intended, and it was an event.
Yeah.
Event for them, I think, as well as the audience.
Yeah. So Victoria says the commercials for Is This Thing On aren't even compelling. Yeah, they're not great. I'm happy that Will Arnett really enjoyed doing it. And I've seen interviews with him and he's very pleased. And I like him a lot. And so I'm happy that he did something and he was proud of it. But yeah, it's just an interesting sort of a situation when something just may not work the way you would like for it to. I'm flabbergasted that Miley Cyrus made appearances on Sesame Street. I thought she didn't like working with puppets. I have no idea, Nick. I do not know. My favorite thing, Sesame Street wise, is you can find compilations of some of the special material and songs that people did. And Daisy and I used to watch sort of a long, like a really long mega mix of a bunch of them doing all kinds of versions of ABC and singing the ABCs in different letters. And I love that special material still exists. I love that somebody took a song and changed it enough that it works for Muppets and Sesame Street and all the rest of it. That makes me really happy because special material, even, a lot of the songs that they wrote, that they have written for Sesame Street, they're good songs. They're catchy. It's like, so someone's writing these. Someone is still out there writing these. And as I say, to me, that's exciting. There was one character that was voiced by Lin-Manuel Miranda, one of the puppets, voiced by Lin-Manuel Miranda. And I just love that. And that totally fits his character and who he is.
Yeah. And
it was a recurring character. And I just love it. As I say, I just think it's great. Yes, thank you. Craig says, Is This Thing On is okay, but Laura Dern, but he's a Laura Dern completist. So he had to. Hey, man.
There are worse things to be completists about.
Laura is about as talented as they come and as kind and amazing. And I wholeheartedly support any choice you make in that. Someone asked, did you see the Kate Winslet directed movie? No. Now, is that the one that her son wrote?
Yeah.
Yeah. That she's talking about a lot?
Yep.
Yes. I've seen some amusing sort of what's it called? People doing impressions of her for the interviews of this, just saying how good it is and how great her son is. And I say, good for you, man.
My wife and I just recently caught up with The Secret Agent with Wagner Moura.
Uh-oh. A Daisy's approaching.
I thought it was awfully good.
Mm.
Your mom had trouble keeping up with it, with its twists and turns.
Yes, baby. You can say hello. Come here. Daisy wanted to say hello and asked me earlier if that was okay, and I said she could. So here she is. So here she is. Hi, monkey. What have we been watching on TV? What do we like to watch? Do we watch Peppa Pig a lot?
Yeah.
We really like Peppa Pig. We're big on that.
I'm Bluey.
And Bluey. We love our Bluey. What else do you like to watch, Days? What do you think?
I don't know.
You don't know?
You like Ariel?
Oh,
Yeah.
we like Little Mermaid. We've started to watch some movies. Have you seen Cinderella all the way through?
Yeah.
We saw the original Cinderella
Ta-da!
all the way through. Ta-da! We saw that. Oh, it's our friends are saying hi, Daisy. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. And I got Daisy for Christmas. I got her a Peppa Pig and Daisy book. And Grandpa has been doing a wonderful job reading that to her. Which again, that's her favorite thing to do with Hampa is to read with him, right?
Yeah.
We like reading books together.
Mm-hmm. We like reading books. And today she really liked Grandpa's shirt because Daisy, we all love dogs here. And Daisy loves doggies. And Grandpa's wearing a shirt today. You can't quite see it, but it has Asta on it. And Daisy asked if she could see that movie with you, Grandpa. What is that movie called?
The Thin Man.
The Thin Man. That may not be ready. That may not be a thing we do today. You may not like The Thin Man yet, but one day I think you will. And the dog's name is Asta. And the dog's name is Asta. Are you playing upstairs with Nana and Grandma?
What's this?
It's lipstick.
Can I read them?
Yes. Can I help you with it?
Yeah.
Here. You want a little bit?
No.
Like
The
that?
bottom.
The bottom. Sorry, the bottom. The bottom. Hang on. There you go. Bottom. You like it? Beautiful. Beautiful.
I like wearing lipstick.
Yeah, you like wearing lipstick?
Yeah.
That's good.
And Hannah.
And
And
Hamma,
Hamma,
that's true.
yes.
Hamma likes wearing lipstick too. That's true. Whoop. Okay. Are you happy with saying hi? Can you go back up? You want to stay? Of course you want to stay. Yes, somebody asked earlier how my in-laws are doing. They're great. Daisy loves having her Nana and Granddad here. And this is the first time that she's got all four of her grandparents in the same place, which is very exciting, right?
Yeah.
It's fun to have Nana and Granddad and Grandma and Grandpa all in one house. We love that.
Yeah.
We love that. What are you doing, silly?
Sing the best.
Oh, thank you. Alan says, you are so pretty. She knows. She is aware. Are you so pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're very silly. In a few days, we are going to be going to Palm Springs. Right, Grandpa?
Mama
Yep.
told me.
Yeah? What are we going to do in Palm Springs, Grandpa?
Well, they're doing a series called Gateway Films.
Mm-hmm.
And as gateway drugs have become a common expression,
Yeah.
they want me to show a film that might intrigue somebody who doesn't normally watch old movies,
Mm-hmm.
movies from the golden age of Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave them 5 choices, and they chose Casablanca,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine with me, my favorite movie.
Yep.
So I get to introduce that Tuesday morning,
Mhm.
January 6th
Yes.
at 11 a.m.
Yep.
And
So we're going to go to Palm Springs. Family trip to Palm Springs. So Rob is asking you a question, Daisy. Do you remember, have you watched The Little Mermaid
I
with
did.
Jodie Benson? You have. Daisy likes her a lot. Daisy also has red hair. Big fan. And so she's seen quite a bit of that. She likes Moana. We like to listen to Moana in the car and Frozen. Daisy loves to sing. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. You know, Daisy doesn't really like the K-pop Demon Hunters movie, but she does like listening to the music and dancing to it with her friends. The big fan of that. You just staring at yourself. You are so silly. You are so silly. Craig says The Housemaid is my guilty pleasure of the year. That I have not gotten to see. It's the dogs. And Jonathan says, I always enjoy watching Stain in the Rain because he likes to tap along with Gene Kelly. Yes, Daisy, we have started showing her little bits and pieces of things because she does love to dance and she's in a dance class. And it's a lot of fun to start to share things. Crazy Pants, can you go back up to Nana and Grandma?
I always seen Nana. I always seen it.
I know. Can we finish with our friends here? Would that be okay?
I want to say one more.
You want to say one more? What else do you want to say?
I think that.
That's okay. That's all right. Hi, Love Bug. Hi, Love Bug. But yes, we, does she think, oh, she hasn't seen Gem. She hasn't seen Gem in the Holograms. That has not entered into our lives yet. I say we watch a lot of Bluey and we do like Sesame Street. Maybe they were asking us about Sesame Street. Who's your favorite?
Abby.
We love Abby Cadabby. She's a lot of fun. We also love us some Elmo because who doesn't like Elmo? And again, that has been really interesting for us is seeing what still appeals to her and to her friends. You know, what is still funny and cute. Like Daisy, again, Daisy loves Minnie Mouse. She loves Mickey and Minnie. It still works. You know, those characters still work and they still make kids happy. And when they go to Disneyland, we were watching because I'm going to take Daisy to Disneyland in a few days. And we were talking about, the characters that we're going to see. And thank you. She's really excited to see Pluto and Goofy and Mickey and Minnie. Thank you for holding up a tissue, my darling. Doug says his son loves Bluey. We love Bluey. My favorite is Muffin. Muffin is my favorite character. Daisy's favorite character is Bingo. Because you just can't go wrong. Yeah, somebody's asking about Song Sung Blue. If you didn't see at the beginning, my dad was talking about that quite a bit. He loved it.
I loved it.
He absolutely loved it. Big fan. There you go. Does she think Peppa sounds like Daddy and her grandparents? Yeah. Do you hear that your daddy and your Nana and Granddad have an accent? Come here, crazy. Do you hear that they have an accent, my love? No? Now she's just shredding tissues. Do you and Hampa consider when Harry Met Sally in New Year's Eve movie? Come here. What do you think? Do you think when Harry Met Sally's a New Year's Eve movie?
If you want it to be, it is. That's all you need.
Okay. Go see the Nanas. All right. You can bring up Play-Doh for them. Show them your new Play-Doh. Yeah, bring it up to Grandma so she can see. Blue's her favorite. Bring blue and bring pink to Grandma.
Someone asked if I'd ever updated the Great Movie Comedians. No, not so much. It's tough with a lot of these, it's like, that's a really difficult one. Love listening to the Movie Guide podcast and finding out that Leonard still doesn't like either Gremlins movie. That is true. Very true. Harrison Engel, happiest of New Year's to all the Maltins. Thank you, Harrison. Thank you.
As I say, I really cannot believe that we're about to hit the new year. So do you consider When Harry Met Sally a New Year's Eve movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you watch it New Year's Eve.
Any movie can be a New Year's Eve movie if you watch it on New Year's Eve. It's interesting. Again, like the things from my childhood, I love that Miracle on 34th Street.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't get played a lot anymore. And I think that's kind of wild because it was really popular when I was growing up, and when I saw it, I loved it. I don't remember. Did you like it as much as I did?
The newer one?
Yeah.
No.
You didn't? Do you not like it at all?
No, I didn't. I didn't hate it. Richard Attenborough was very good. Chris Kringle, and Elizabeth
Perkins. Yeah.
And the guy.
I would help if I could help, but
Dermot
I don't
Mulroney.
even remember. Dermot Mulroney. That's right. That's right.
They were good as the leads, but I love the 1947 version so much.
Which is fair. 1994. So I was 8. That's
Mara
why.
Wilson.
Mara Wilson. Yep. Dylan McDermott.
Dylan McDermott.
The other one.
But there's a scene where I think it's Kenneth McMillan is the actor.
Yeah.
As a drunken Santa Claus, Department Store Santa Claus
Yeah.
is jealous of Richard Attenborough. Says, "Hey, numbnuts." I said,
That
"Hey,
didn't work for
hey,
you.
numbnuts."
That didn't work so much for you.
Is this a G-rated movie or what?
It's funny. I'm looking at the cast, and it's wild to sort of remember. There's two people in it who I desperately miss. One is J.T. Walsh.
Oh, well, we all miss anybody who loves movies.
He was in so much good stuff.
What a terrific actor.
And then Robert Prosky.
Yeah.
He's another one that was in so much and so many good things. And it really, as I say, you know, depending on when you are introduced to somebody, they can have a real effect. And both of those actors I just loved. And when I found out that they passed so young, I mean, I say young, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, J.T. Walsh did pass away young.
Yeah.
Robert Prosky, not as much. But it is strange because there are these actors that you just adore, who are such a part of childhood. And then, you know.
My appearance on
MSTK 3000.
Yes. Was something I did in a hotel room.
Yeah.
One afternoon for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's the gift that keeps on giving because people keep discovering it.
Yeah.
Or now they have a way to ask me about it.
Yes.
So it won't
it
go
will
away.
Never die.
It will
never die.
Yes, I did see the Eddie Murphy documentary on Netflix, Being Eddie. It's very interesting because it really tells you a lot about Eddie and what it means to tell you, and also allows you to make up your own mind about how you feel about Eddie. We know how Eddie feels about Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie's always had that incredible self-confidence.
Oh, yeah.
That made him a star at the age of 18 in New York. And then he got Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I think at either 18 or 19.
Yeah.
And
it's a lot.
Never looked back. The only thing that I find frustrating is that he won't talk about all the bad movies he made. You know, after he made such good movies at the very start of his career, great movies even. I mean, you know, 48 Hours and Beverly Hills Cop, and you know, those movies are just sensational. And Coming to America, and all the multiple role movies. I'm not the biggest fan of Nutty Professor, but you can't help.
It's still incredible to think that he did all of that.
Yes.
Yeah. Him playing an old white Jewish man and Coming to America, though, that's like, it takes a certain kind of person to be able to do that, and he could do that.
My wife's a big fan of New Year's Eve movie Repeat Performance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thomas is saying that his favorite obscure Christmas movie is The Juggler of Notre Dame, 1982. I am not familiar, but the name alone makes me want to see it. I love that. I absolutely love that.
I love the fact that Irving Berlin, who wrote White Christmas, also wrote Let's Start the New Year Right for the movie Holiday Inn. Bing Crosby sings it. And it has had no life outside of that movie, but it's perfect. And I know that it runs 1 minute and 6 seconds. How do I know that?
How do you know that?
Because when I was working at Entertainment Tonight and I wanted to use that clip from Holiday Inn, Universal Pictures used to charge $1,000 a minute. And the question was, were they going to charge for the 6 seconds or throw it in?
And did they?
They did.
Hey. And now we know that. Hi, Trevor. Trevor actually yesterday asked me a question. He wanted to know if a library or archive had your stuff. He guessed that USC did, but he wasn't sure. And the answer is yes.
Yes.
USC has his stuff. And I will tell you, they started collecting it at the old house, at our old house we lived in. And they would appear and they'd take boxes, and it just never looked like anything left. No matter how many boxes they took, more boxes appeared, you know.
They had a van. And we filled the van.
Filled that van,
from
man.
Front to back, twice over.
Yep. And nothing looked like it went anywhere. I was saying to Trevor that one of my favorites is that they used to, when Pixar started doing promos with McDonald's. So like when Toy Story came out, they did promos and they had little toys from Toy Story. They sent to us a giant, it's meant to look like a barn, and it was full of all the toys. And that was a promo, so we got the whole thing. And that's at USC. But there were they did that with a couple of movies where they sent out as a promotion the whole set of toys from McDonald's. And that was just really, as silly as it sounds, was just really cool to see how they were doing it, because they used to really put some effort into it. Now, and I know this because I buy my child Happy Meals, a lot of the toys you go, this was the best we could do. They had when what was that one that came out not very long ago that absolutely no one saw? What was it? It's not Luca, but is a name.
Forward?
No. Just Onward. That's Onward. I love Onward. No. This is like just a few weeks ago. There was a movie and I can't remember what it was, but the toys they came out with for it were atrocious and made no sense. And Daisy kept going, "What's this?" And I was like, "Elio, thank you so much." Yes, Elio. The toys they did for Elio were some of the worst I've ever seen in my life. You didn't know what they were or what they did. And a good toy, again, silly as it may sound, a kid will play with. They don't have to know what it is, what it does. The Elio toys were like...
They come in a plastic bag, so they can't even play with the box.
That's funny. That's good. That was very good. I liked that one.
Your daughter was playing with several boxes.
Oh, she lives for a good box. You know, we still haven't opened the Netflix Advent.
Oh, we haven't?
I just realized that. Yeah, we haven't. It's sitting over there.
Okay.
We should open that. Leonard's stuff must be as bottomless as Mary Poppins' carpet bag. Craig, you ain't kidding. Getting out all the decorations for the holidays and going into our garage where much of it lives. You're pushing things aside and I'm picking up, like one of my rainbow Christmas trees, and out comes some piece of memorabilia from God knows when. And I was like, we really need to do a better job with these things. There's a lot of them not ideal. Do you know offhand the Blu-ray company that put out your favorite version of Beau Geste?
I don't. I'm embarrassed to say I don't have the disc in front of me, and I don't remember.
Is it the one we looked at the other day?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think it's the only Blu-ray.
Let's take a quick look.
If you've never seen this 1926 Beau Geste, the first version of P.C. Ren's oft-filmed saga, it's a great movie. It's one of the great silent movies. It's a great movie on by any measure.
Yes, Days.
This is the next book I'm going to read before New Year's.
Okay.
Oh, ready for my close-up.
Is it the Kino Lorber? Is it this one?
No. That's the Gary Cooper remake.
Sorry.
William Roman directed Gary Cooper remake.
Let's see. Oh, is it this one?
Yes.
Okay. Hold, please. Looking it up. Hold, please. Hold, please. Figuring this out. Let's see. Art craft picture. No. They don't have the back of it. We will find a way.
Usually it says manufacturer. Or
it would normally say that. It doesn't. Permanent Records. Merlin's Records. Other things that say the word record on it. 100th anniversary.
It's the only one of its kind. It says 100th anniversary collector's edition.
Is the thing. It shows Paramount, but it doesn't.
You should be able to find it easily.
Yes. We can't, but
yeah.
Film Preserve. Preserve.
They did the restoration, but they're not the distributor.
It says Film Preserve will release on Blu-ray.
All right, then I'm wrong.
So Film Preserve.
Okay, San Francisco.
Yes, there's a I just looked it up, and there's a website called Blu-ray.com, but there's a couple of other places. It looks like you can buy it at Best Buy. It's for sale on Best Buy for $36.96. How'd they come up with that number? I don't know.
Money well spent.
Proceed, my friend.
Money well spent. I don't want to miss another opportunity to plug.
Unless you've forgotten. He wrote a book.
My most recent book, available from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or The Sticking Place, which is the name of the publisher.
Books. the Sticking Place books.
And we had a moment, Jesse and I. This
Are we
week.
allowed to show that?
Sure.
All right, just asking.
It's online.
Okay. Don't yell at me.
We got our first advance copies of our book, our first official book together.
Yes. So say I have worked on
The movie guide.
many of my dad's books over the years. But this is the first time where the binding actually says Maltin and Maltin, which is pretty cool. This is Family Movie Night Menus, Recipes and Films for Unforgettable Times Together. We did not come up with that title because it is 12 years long, but it's here and it's real and it's a book, which is very exciting. And yeah, the idea of it simply is that, they wanted to come up with sort of I would say an interesting list of movies that you would want to watch with your family, introduce to your family, not necessarily children. They were clear about that. They didn't want it to just be a kid's book. And then sort of going back and forth and trying to figure out which movies to include, how many movies to include. We started with a lot of the classics. They didn't want all classic. So the end result.
They wanted it to span.
Yeah. So my dad's sort of been describing it as from
Charlie Chaplin to Harry Potter.
Yeah. So hopefully, and I did all the recipes and stuff. And the idea, as I say, is, and they're not hard recipes. They're not meant to be hard. The idea is just to decide you want to have a movie night with your family or your friends. Make the dish, whatever that may be. Some of them are simple, like cupcakes. Some of them are a little bit harder, like stews. And you can make it and enjoy with your family. And I love that we've got Honey, I Shrunk the Kids on the cover. That made me very, very happy. So yeah, so now we got it. Arthur's saying something new has been added in the background. I see a Stan Laurel porcelain figure as well as a Porky Pig figure. I think Porky's usually there, but I think maybe there's someone in front of him sometimes.
Porky is a tin toy.
Yeah.
It's part of a larger toy. I think it was part of a wind-up of something from Marx.
Mm-hmm.
Marx tin toys. And he's in very good condition.
Mm-hmm.
Stan.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have a hat.
And should.
And had. But it's gone now. Don't live in the past, Daddy. It's gone now. We don't know where that went. They don't want all classics, but they're TCM. Classic is in their name. We know, Nick. Believe me when I tell you, we know. Yeah, it's just kind of what they wanted. And so we went with it. Obviously our MO is always going to be more on the classic side. And I say, it's funny. I say classic, older, because not every old film is classic. Not every old film is the greatest film ever made. There are some that are just good or some that you love. We didn't want too many musicals. There are a lot of musicals that we love and that I was raised on. Good News being one of them. I love June Allison. And she doesn't get, I don't think she made it into the next generation of people really knowing who she is, which is unfortunate, because I think she was really something special. But you never know what people are going to, react to.
Well, you saw Good News.
I love.
You were very young. We showed you Good News, and it's a delightful film. It doesn't have the reputation of Singing in the Rain or The Bandwagon or On the Town, but it's a really good MGM musical, and it was the first.
Mel Torme is in it.
The first screenplay written by Betty Comden and Adolph Green,
mm-hmm.
and
it's got some great music in it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. I recommend it to you. It's a really good movie. There were, as I say, you're trying to sort of make sure everybody's happy, and we did the best we could. But yeah, there's
lists are designed to provoke arguments and debate.
Yeah.
That's what every list does. We're not saying these are the 25 best.
No.
25 greatest.
No.
Just
I think it's a good starting point.
Yeah.
If you want to introduce your family to certain kinds of movies, or as I say, or just sort of introduce your family to a movie night. And the idea, Varsity Drag is a great number, Kevin. It is.
Yep. And the French lesson.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Too. Craig, pass that peace pipe and bury that tomahawk.
Yep. We're talking to our people.
I know. You all get it.
Preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
Say.
I really, I think that is part of the idea, is to say to someone, you know, like, so I will tell you, and if you are someone who is starting a family, who has a family, one of the things I'm most grateful for is that my parents tried to make sure that every night we all had dinner together. That is not always possible. It is not always feasible, but it is something that I appreciated and enjoyed, and now is something Daisy looks forward to.
Yeah.
That we all sit down together and we have a meal, even if she's doing backflips. It's just the idea, you know, it's just the idea that we're all going to sit down together and have a meal. And in terms of movie watching, I am very excited for when Daisy gets a little bit older, and that's something that she wants to do too. Because I think for all of us, one of the greatest joys, whether it's music or movies or TV shows, whatever it is sharing it with other people. That is such a fun thing to do. You know, sitting down and saying, whether it's a movie that you love and you want to show somebody else, or there's a new movie, oh, hey, I'm really looking forward to seeing blah, blah, blah. And that's why whenever people ask you, people say to my dad all the time, do you think movie theaters are going to survive? I do, because there is still something about saying to your friends, let's go see whatever the hell it is.
Right.
And you go to a movie theater and you sit down. And it's fun and it's an activity. And especially when we have so many different devices that distract us, put it away. Put it away for 2 hours, you know, put it away for a little bit, get into whatever this is, you know. Did I see Merrily We Roll Along? No, not the new one, the new filmed version of it. You haven't seen it either yet. No, we haven't seen it. As I say, a friend of mine was in the Broadway production that just happened. So that's exciting. And I am very much looking forward to getting to see that. And I'm so excited for her that she gets to have a film version of her in that show. I think that's really, really cool. What about the situation with Warner's? What about the situation with Warner's, man? I don't know where we're at. Touche, Jessica. That reminds me of another favorite holiday movie. I'll Be Home for Christmas. You got to be in the right mood for that one. But if you are, yeah, it's, again, I think it's just, again, what did you grow up with? You know, Macaulay Culkin has been doing a road show essentially with Home Alone.
No, I didn't know.
He has been doing a road show with Home Alone.
Oh my.
And he sits in the theater with everybody and watches the movie and then discusses it and takes pictures and does all the things. And he said he's enjoying it again. And he's enjoying showing, he has 2 young sons. He's enjoying showing his sons these movies. And they sort of understand that it's daddy, but not quite.
Yeah.
So in a lot of ways, they're just watching it as a movie. And that's, I mean, it's like me. Look, I grew up with my dad on television, right? So to me, it was very normal that my dad was on television because I didn't know my dad not on television. But I still always thought it was cool. You know, to this day, I think it's cool. You know, how many people are on TV? Like in the whole world, how many people are on TV? The fact that you are, even, you know, it's really neat that you're doing the Fathom events.
Yes.
And you're on a big screen again. You know,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing.
Because there's nothing quite like that. So I'm so grateful that Fathom does what they do. And you get to see these movies on a big screen. And again, take somebody, because
take somebody with you.
There is no way to explain what that is like until you do it. You know, as I say, I'm excited for Daisy to get bigger so I can take her to the El Capitan, you know, and show her some movies there. Because I think that once she gets that, where you sit down with your popcorn, especially in that theater, because it is so beautiful, you get to sit down and watch a movie. It's magic. It's meant to be magic, you know? Yes, Patrick's saying, glad to hear Macaulay is keeping busy and enjoying it. Now, if only Quentin Tarantino would call him up. Yeah, right. So Macaulay Culkin lives near us and is good friends with one of our good friends. And so I see him and his kids at the events that my friend does for all the kids. And I got to tell you, you know, it's like there he is with his 2 little boys and he absolutely adores them. And he's really sweet. He's very, very sweet and unassuming. Actually, the last time I saw him, I said to a friend of mine, how strange must it be to know that everybody recognizes you? Truly, how strange must it be to know that every person who sees you is going, you're Macaulay Culkin? You know, it's got to be pretty crazy. So that's a strange situation. Leonard, did you see Head in the theater when it came out? Cult film by the Monkees.
I did not. I caught it later on video.
Nick says, I'm sure Daisy would be more interested with the Disney merch at the store. God help. We were on the lot recently and Daisy was just like, is it all for me? I'm like, no, I mean, I say that I want to buy all of it. Let's see. In Fathom Event, is it Fathom Events doing the big screen classics in 2026?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm introducing
He's
them.
been working on scripts.
But I can't reveal the titles yet.
Yeah, but he's been working on the scripts and getting ready to film and all that. They haven't filmed yet, but they will in the next, I think, 2 months or something. Evanier, I like to host movie nights with bad films and bad food for people I don't like. Well, you know, the thing is, Evanier, that's the way to go. Like, if you're going to do it the way you want. Show bad movies. There too, though, again, like sometimes it's really fun to watch something terrible. This is why The Room played for as long as it did in LA. People loved going. They loved the experience of watching this terrible movie together. So I say, yeah, it'll never change. Yes, Patrick's talking about Rocky Horror. 100%. There's a reason why Rocky Horror still shows all over the world. People do, you know, they call shadow screenings where they've got the people on the stage and the movie playing. There is not a version of that you can have somewhere else. You know, there's nothing like being in a theater.
This doesn't come out till April 7th.
Yes, this April 7th, you can get this fella. And they've just asked us to do the LA Times Festival of Books. And they want me to do a cooking demo with it. And I am laughing at that thought. Because, you know, I know how you felt your whole life. You went, I really hope I can go to the LA Festival of Books, LA Times Festival of Books, and cook. But you got to give it a try,
cook
right?
In front of people.
In front of people. You got to give it a try. What was that show that you did with Florence Henderson?
Oh, yeah.
She hosted. It was a cooking show.
On cable TV.
They said to my dad, what can you make? And my dad's like, grilled cheese. And that's what they made. They made grilled cheese.
I'd never
together.
done it before. I had to run through here.
I practiced with my dad. I said, this is how you put the butter, you do the thing. Yeah. Many skills, not much of a cook. Ahmed is asking why you don't like Amadeus.
I made my peace with Amadeus, but I'd seen with my wife the original Broadway production with who was it? Thomas Hulse, I think.
Well, that's who's in the movie.
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember. We saw somebody else on Broadway.
Yeah.
But between the Broadway show opening, and it ran a long time, and the movie, Anthony Schaefer rethought the whole piece and made Mozart less of a fool, and he changed the emphasis and the tone of the piece, and I was really annoyed.
Yeah,
I loved the show.
Yeah,
and so to me, the movie didn't represent the show, and that's why I was kind of cranky about it.
There you go. We watched Dr. Bob showed that one to us.
Yeah,
my music teacher showed that to us, and I thought, this is wild. This is a wild time. But I thought it was pretty cool. We asked you guys, just before we let you go, we asked you what some of your favorite things
Tim
were.
Curry. That's what we saw. Tim Curry.
Oh, there you go. There you are. Just to answer Joe, are you ever planning to do Maltin Fest again? I would love to do Maltin Fest again. I would really, really love to do that. And I hope that we get to. Again, we were supposed to see it. We were supposed to do it the year of COVID. We were supposed to have the second year. It was all lined up. We had all the films, and then the world went kablooey. But yes, I absolutely hope we will get to do Maltin Fest again. That was such a blast. So yeah, we asked you what's the best thing that you watched this year. David says Roofman. Lauren says Train Dreams.
Both good.
Alan says Mona's, MONA''S. That I do not know. A few folks are asking about the National Film Registry. That's in there too. David says Sinners is his favorite. One second. Tron Eris in IMAX 3D was one of the best experiences, says Bruce. Let's see. Victoria says One Battle After Another. That was her favorite. And Jonathan says Elio. Brett A. Singer says Companion and The Long Walk.
Companion is one of the films that got
Lost in the Shuffle. Jim says one battle after another, followed by Blue Moon.
Mhm.
Let's see. Oh, and he's saying, did you read Evan Ear's article on Harry Langdon? What's his best film?
Not yet.
Well, there you go. Oh, don't say that in front of Evan Ear. Don't tell him you haven't read it yet. Just lie. Lie, Leonard. Lie. Let's see. What else did we like, my friends? Ryan is saying Wicked for Good. Wicked for Good was his favorite. So yeah, there's a handful. You know, it's as I say, I can't quite believe we're at the end of the year, but you know,
But we are.
here we go. That was a reverse of Hair, wherein the hippies acted dumber and were much more tragic figures. Yeah, I mean, again, it is when you make a show into a movie, it's always going to be an interesting process, unless you're just sort of filming the show, as they did with Merrily We Roll Along or with Hamilton. Yeah, you know, it's. They say I think I've always liked Amadeus because it's just insane, and even seeing it as a young person, I thought this is insane. And whether that's good or bad, it's not something you forget at all.
It gave birth to an expression.
Yeah.
Too many notes.
Oh, there you go.
Jeffrey Jones.
That's true.
Says,
that is true.
Too many notes.
It's very funny. Oh man. CF, we will not be with you next week because we will be at the Critics' Choice Awards. So we will miss you then, but we should be here the following week.
In the new year.
In the new year. It is true. There is a lot coming up. And so weekends may be a bit harder because you have different things, but we will do our very, very best to be with you because we love being with you. So I hope you all had good holidays. I hope you have a good new year and that everybody is safe. Again, we know that everything is crazy outside. So do your best to be kind to yourself and be kind to others, because that's really all we can do to combat the chaos.
Yep.
You know? And yeah,